What's going on, guys? So a different video for you today. I ended up getting a GT Omega XL, all right? And this is a new racing rig that I'm going to have in my room. And you can see that box is a little bit tore up, and we'll talk more about that. So I wanted to do an unboxing and a build video for this. So I got these boxes, and you can see it was really tore up, and the instructions were lost. So since they were lost, and GT Omega did send me this, and it was really nice of them to do that. I appreciate that. And I figured, well, hey, if I don't have the instructions, why not just do a nice build video step by step? This way, if somebody else gets a rig and it's lost, like the instructions are lost, they could watch this and they can learn how to build it. So right now I'm just going through the different parts that are in it. You can see it's packaged really well. Those are the stickers that come with it that you're going to put on the side when you get it. But like I said, what I'm going to do in this video is explain the best way I can if you do end up getting one of these rigs, how you're going to build it. Because I was overwhelmed at first. You can see all those parts right there on the ground, and you look at it and you really have no idea what you're going to do without instructions. So hopefully this video is going to help you. So there's me right here this is me unraveling, I guess, the XL seat. And that seat is nice. I mean, you can see it's huge. I mean, compared to my Playseat Evolution seat, I didn't realize how small that thing was. At the end of the video, I do a little comparison, you can see. Now, this is how you need to lay out the GT Omega. You see how everything's laid out like that, the way we have it, the parts and everything? I'm freeze framing that because I want you to see this, okay? Lay it out just like this. This was the easiest way for us to figure out how we were going to build this thing without instructions. So my friend's pointing at that point right there because you can see that little metal piece is going to go inside of that. And that's going to be for the foot plate, the adjustment of how inclined you're going to want that foot plate. So right here, you're going to be using the longer bolts. You can't get confused. So there's longer ones and there's short ones. So the longer bolts are going to go right there on the sides, and those brackets are what's going to connect that. Those two sides hold the foot plate, and then you can make it inclined. So all we did right here, just reversed it. You can see I'm putting it on top, and then you're going to use an Allen to tighten all of this stuff down. All right, so after you've done both of those sides, you're going to see that they're connected, and then there's the foot plate right there. And right here on this part, you see like how we just tightened that right there? That would be the adjustment to make that go incline. And those are the longer bolts that I'm talking about. So you're going to be using these to attach all of these bars on the bottom. These are the ones that we're using. Now these two pieces right here, these are going to be used to connect this metal piece, and that is where your wheels are going to go, the wheelbase. So you're going to take these, one on each side, one goes on top, and then you're going to use that Allen and the wrench on one side just like this, and then the Allen to tighten it. So if you guys never done this before, you just hold the wrench in one side and then you just tighten the other with the Allen. Now this part I really wanted you to see. Do you see how I'm struggling here? Watch this. Just watch the suffering that I'm going through. Look, I can't do it. Like I'm literally struggling. So anyway, at this point, look at the bend right there. You actually have to bend that out and then put it in order to get this to fit. So if you have somebody else to help you, like I had my buddy here, what he's going to do is he's going to kind of bend that back to make it slide in, so this way I can fit it in a lot easier. This part is a pain. I'm not sure it's like that. I'm sure it's going to be like that for everyone, but if you have someone help, it'll slide in much easier. So don't worry, it's not you. That is just a very tight fit. So he's showing you this part right here because that's the piece that you're going to use. Nice job dropping that there. But that's the piece that you're going to use to tighten this up. And it's really easy. Whenever you undo those, it just slides up and down. And once you get it in there to adjust it, it isn't hard to move up and down. So once it's in there, it's good. All right, so now this is where you should be. This is what it's going to look like. So obviously, it's pretty much almost built at this point. This is half of it done. Now you can see me looking at these top parts right here, and I'm going to freeze frame this. This is where if you bought an extra bracket, you can actually mount a TV on this thing. So you can put a TV right in front of you. We don't have that, but that is what that's for. So this point right here that we're showing, we made a mistake. There's actually an extra bar right here, and this is a support bar that you're actually supposed to put here. So actually, while you're doing that foot plate, those bottom bars, you're supposed to put this in before this, but it's not a big deal. You can do it like how we did, and you can do it after. You just have to loosen some of the bolts and then just do like we did. Use that same longer bolt and then just tighten it in there. But since we didn't have the instructions, we didn't even know what that particular bar was for. All right, so at this point, you might as well just go ahead and put the bottom feet in. I would just keep doing this as the rig is sideways. Just try to put them in as much as you possibly can. This way you don't have to do all that at the end. So pay attention to this point. Okay, you see there's two short bars and there's two long bars. Well, we ended up putting the long bars in thinking that we could just adjust the seat and then that would be fine for the length. That's not true. So if you are under about 6'2" or so, I would use the short bars here, because if you use the long bars and you're like my height, like 5'9", the rig is going to be way too long and it's going to be hard for you to sit. So just keep in mind, if you're short, use the short bar. If you're tall, use the long bar. All right, so this is a similar situation before. You see I was kind of struggling to put this together. Just like before, if you have a friend to help you, maybe bend one side and the other person can slide it in, just do that because it makes it just a little bit easier to fit it in. But this is what it should look like when you're all done and you have everything fitted together. So now you could stand it up, finish the feet off because, you know, I think there's about 4 left at this point. And then after we're done with that, we're going to move on to the shifter. Now this is going to be pretty easy now. The shifter, these are the only screws that look like this, so you're not going to be able to get confused really. And it's actually, this is probably one of the easiest parts to do. So you see you got that bracket right there. You're going to put that screw through that bracket and you're going to see it's going to put it close. Let me give you a better idea. All right, so right there, the bracket's in the inside, and then you're going to put the screws straight through it. You see that? And then one side you're going to have a wrench, and then the other side you're going to have an Allen. So you hold one side with the wrench, and then with the Allen you rotate, and then you're good to go. So now I'm going to have my friend talk here because I really want you guys to hear this part.
Okay, it goes like that. Here, here.
See the tracks, okay.
Yeah, unscrew these. Unscrew this. And then, okay, so this goes in here. Yeah, line it up right.
So this is a screw.
Push it through. Put that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Put the nut on this. Okay. So it's tight. And then do it for the other side.
All right, so as you guys just saw, that was my friend explaining how he put that piece on here. And right now, at this point, you're just going to use that wrench to tighten everything down. And the reason why I wanted to have you hear him talking live like that is because, I don't know, just hearing it and hearing him just putting on, I think it would make it a little bit easier instead of me explaining it. Because this particular part is the hardest part of the rig. This is the hardest part to set up. It was kind of tricky getting that piece on and just getting it to slide back. So I just kind of wanted you guys to see live what it's like to do that. This part right here is pretty easy actually. He's just kind of tighten everything down, what you just saw. You can see him put in that. I think it's an M5 bolt. These are the smaller ones that he's using. It's not the longer ones. So you can just see you're pretty much at this point just going to be tightening all of it down, but you only want to hand tighten this, okay? So at this point when you're matching everything up, you see him putting right there that washer on the side and tightening it. Don't tighten it too much. And the reason why is because this thing is going to slide left to right. So if you over tighten anything at this point, when you flip it down like this, watch, he's going to put it back. If you tightened it all of it up, it wouldn't be able to move right to left. So you want to make sure you kind of make it loose. Then you want to go down like lower, get it where you want, aim it, try to figure out, oh, I want it right here, whatever. Then go down here and tighten everything up and make sure you have it exactly where you want it. All right, and that's pretty much it, guys. So at this point, you just need to tighten everything up, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to show you the finished product of what it looks like after we were done here, and also what it looks like in my room. So I've actually redesigned my room. I have both the Playseat Evolution and now the GT Omega. So you can see I put the Playseat over there in the back, and now I actually have 2 TVs on the wall, one for each rig. You guys are going to be seeing that soon. I've just been doing a lot of work in the house and redesigning this room. So on my live streams now, I'm actually going to be on the Omega, and you're going to be seeing the TV up on the wall. But I just really wanted to make this video because when I got this box and I didn't have the instructions, I thought it'd be a perfect time to show a build video on how to make one of these things. Because I was searching myself and I didn't really see anything that helped, so I figured that maybe this could help someone. But anyway, guys, I really look forward to seeing you soon, and I'll talk to you next time. See you later, guys.